All right, guys, welcome back to another exciting episode all about life. In today's segment, we have our boy.
You already know, don't need no introductions. YouTube, what it do is your boy Jay. Let's get it. Let's run it up the volume numbers. Let's get it. Let's go.
Of course, we're going to be bringing in the energy as always. So in today's topic, we're going to be talking about why are men interested in younger women? We know for the dawn of fucking time that men have always been going for youth, beauty, fertility, all these factors that really draw us in. But in today's video, we're going to be talking about the pros and cons. Now, for you, Jonathan, talk about some of the pros when it comes to dealing with young girls. We're talking about 18 through, let's say, 24 years old. Go for it.
That's going to be where they're going to be at their peak. They're going to be at their most attractive, their best looking. You know, that their highest value when it comes to looks. We value looks a lot as guys. We don't value money. We don't value resources. None of those things. Because we have those things. And to be quite frank with you, we look at beauty. That's the most important thing.
Exactly. And overall, at least from my experience, you know, when I deal with younger women from those ages, again, from 18 through 24 years old, these women are very vibrant. They're excited to explore life, especially women who haven't had much experiences overall. And when I say experience, I'm talking about dick. I'm talking about traveling. I'm talking about things that you can literally show her a whole new perspective. And you'll be that guy for her. So as a guy, when you have a woman with a blank slate, you're able to pretty much paint whatever you want so that you can help cultivate the type of woman you're going to want to be with.
Exactly what Anthony was saying. When somebody has dealt with a lot of trauma, it's hard to change them. They're going to have hard set beliefs, which is either going to be contrary to what needs to be instilled for a successful relationship to happen, you know?
And you got to remember that trauma builds men up. It destroys women. So if I go through trauma and I go through a lot of bad experiences,
that's how you find the red pill.
I can become stronger and better for the next women or next family lineage that I'm trying to create. While a woman, she will be destroyed, meaning that drama and trauma will hurt her efficiency at being a good wife, a good girlfriend, a good spouse, whatever rankings you want to give her.
Exactly what Anthony was saying. A man that hasn't been through trauma and hardship is going to be a softer man. He's gonna really look to avoid conflict. He's gonna be used, stepped on, until the day he says enough is enough. I'm gonna find the red pill. I'm gonna do what's best for me, and I'm gonna put myself first. And we're gonna win, and the people around me are gonna win. The people that I love, the people that I care for, are gonna win.
Exactly. And now let's go over some of the cons. Okay. Now, young women are great to be around. Like I said, they have a lot of energy. They're vibrant. They're fun. But what you probably will encounter if you date a lot of them, like I do, is that sometimes they're going to be inconsistent, meaning they might want to spend time with their friends, they might be trying out other guys on the low, they might be doing things because they don't have the experience. So you are going to have to put up with some of the nonsense and what I would like to say immaturity that goes with dating younger girls.
So they have that goofy energy, that playful, but they come with a lot of, you almost having to be a parent. You almost having to be a mentor.
I know a lot of people, especially you older women, you always complain about, oh, guys are wanting to deal with younger girls because you can control them and all these negative connotations.
But it's never criticized the other way around when the older woman has a 20-year-old or 18-year-old.
Yes.
Why not? Why not?
Why not? Or when a woman is dealing with a nigga just for their money and you know damn well that you're not interested in him.
It'll be this. Yep.
So at the end of the day, like I said, there are going to be pros and cons to every situation. You know, when you date an older woman, let's say you date a woman that's 30 plus, more than likely she has a career, she has her own money, she has her own place. So there are going to be a few perks depending on the type of girl you date, right? But the problems that you have when you deal with those type of women, they're non-agreeable, okay? They're always going to give you pushback. They're not going to go with the flow, which younger women, they do provide more of that energy where since they are new to the dating game, you know, they haven't had much experience with a lot of men, a lot of dick. So what happens is they're more than likely going to want to hold on to you because older women, they're quick to leave you because they've been used to a lot of dick.
That's a good point because she's always going to be comparing you to the other guy she's dealt with. Like Ann was saying, she's always going to be like, oh, the other guy that I dealt with paid my rent. The other guy that I dealt with did this. The other guy that I dealt with did that.
Yeah, precisely. Which is why I said when it comes to older women overall, there's more disadvantages than advantages.
Even with younger women, you have to deal with this to a certain extent because they seen how their friends, men, are treating them. Oh, they doing this for that. They doing this.
Exactly.
They always comparing you.
But why not deal with the best version of that woman?
Because she don't have her own experiences to draw from.
Exactly.
And categorize you.
Which one is going to be hotter? Dealing with the 21-year-old version of the girl that you're dating or the 31-year-old version? You do the math, you figure it out. At the end of the day, the 31-year-old is going to have more dick in her system. She's going to go through more experiences, more trauma, more drama, more situations. She might even have children by that age. The point is
have
that
more expectations for you because of that.
Because of that. So at the end of the day, she's going to have went through more of life, and life gives you problems. Depending on how you grow up, what's your lifestyle, who you interact with, that individual is going to have went through more stuff. While the younger version of that girl will be more new to life. It's going to be more vibrant. She's going to want to, really experience things. And guess what? You can be that guy that shows her the world, right? You can travel with her. You can drop down the best dick she'll ever have because she doesn't have many sample sizes of dick to really go
She's
for.
going to be able to pair bond easier with you. She's going to be able to bond and create lasting good impressions about you.
And do you think those young girls are going to want to leave you right away? No. A lot of young women, they will stick with guys, especially the ones who haven't been ran through early. Let's roll this clip.
A lot of these dudes talk about fertility and looks and stuff. I don't actually think it's that. I think that in the modern world, in the days of old, right, you'd meet a woman, you get married, you'd be together, whatever. In the modern world, if I meet a girl who's 33 and single, I know the amount of dick that's been through her before me is just simply unattractive. I don't care how nice you are, but you're 33 years old. How many men have fucked? If I get a 19-year-old girl, I might be her second or third man, right? I'm going to be dude number fucking 29. And all the trauma and heartbreak and bullshit they put you through, you're going to try and bring to my door? Like, well, my last man cheated. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. Like, why is that my problem? So if you pick up older women, you have to accept they've been on the carousel longer. They've had more fucking rides, more spins. I don't want that shit.
So you'd like 1920?
I want the younger she is,
Fresh
and
slate.
the younger and the more beautiful she is, the less men she slept with. Another reason I like beautiful women is not for the objective beauty. I say this all the time. If I see a truly beautiful girl, I'm not like, wow, she's beautiful. I'm like, you know what? She has so much choice.
As you can see, Andrew Tate believes that, at a certain age range, women are going to run through less dick. And overall, that is true. However, there are some girls that start fucking at the age of 12, 13, 14, 15. So by the time you get them, if let's say they're 21, they're prime time in your eyes, but they've been fucking with hundreds of niggas by then. So it depends on the girl. If the girl is still new and not as experienced through sex and through a lot of traveling and doing things of that nature with dudes, because again, when women travel, they usually travel on a man's expense, whether it's the father's expense, their family, or the niggas that they're fucking with or niggas that they're using. So you gotta be very careful with which type of girls you interact with, but there's a greater chance than not, the younger the woman, the less that she's gonna have been through.
Exactly, the more inexperienced she's gonna be.
Exactly.
In a good way. But she wants you to be experienced as a man. That's the good part about it.
Because then you get to show her show her the ropes. You get to really do things.
Exactly how it boils down. We want an experienced woman. They want an experienced man.
Exactly.
We want the opposite. They want an aggressive dude that's confident, assertive. We want the opposite of that.
Now, because we are guys, and I know women watching this are going to automatically think, oh, these guys are sexist, they're probably misogynistic and all of this. Let's roll this clip.
So there's a bunch of teeny boppers, and I looked at the male teenagers. They looked like children. I looked at the female teenagers. They looked like women. I think men and women age differently. I don't know what that used to look like before, but I think women look like women sooner than... I think girls look like women sooner than boys begin to look like men. And it's not weird or conspiratorial. It just is what it is. And we also age faster if we don't take care of ourselves. That's true. But I actually went to be with to get coffee with a young woman today. She was 27, newlywed. She's in an age gap marriage. Not my kind of age gap, about like half my age gap. But she was 27 and she looked 19. This woman was mind-blowingly radiant and gorgeous, and I think some of that has to do with she just seems to be a more relaxed and feminine woman, but she takes good care of herself. And there's so many myths that we have about how to take care of yourself as a woman. The weird thing about being a woman is you don't even have to work out.
As you guys saw, this is a woman who's 27 years old talking about another woman who is essentially in her age range. But the difference between the two is that one has taken more care of herself. You have to realize, women, that as you get older, the more stress you go through, the more trauma, the worse it's going to impact your beauty.
The more drugs, the more alcohol, the more like late night partying you do.
There we go. You're going to be wearing yourself out, okay? So by the time you're fucking 30,
you're going to look 50.
Yeah, or even if you don't look 50, if you were allowing men to cater to you, the ones that you were sexually into, these men will make your lives easier, which means that you would stay youthful for a longer period of time. And as this girl said in the video, girls back then weren't working out and they still look beautiful. Why is that? Well, less stress, okay? Not thinking like a man. Women actually knew their roles. Taking care of the household, taking care of their man, cooking meals, cleaning. These were the main functions of women back then. Is that stressful? No. Is it work? Yes.
Especially these type of jobs that you don't know if you're gonna come back home. Like you're in the armed forces and you're like doing construction.
Yep.
Doing crazy. You don't know if you're gonna come back home.
Especially during war times, because now, times are different, times are more at peace. But back then, a lot of men were going to war, coming back with crazy stress, okay? And in a lot of cases, some didn't even come back at all.
Yeah, some came back with missing legs, didn't come back at
all. Come on. So at the end of the day, a woman who's trying to live life through hardships is going to be a destroyed woman.
You're not gonna age well, you said.
You're not.
Because they're gonna see that all in a physical, it's gonna manifest itself physically.
Yes.
Because a man is built to handle that type of stress.
Correct. We were built for war, we were built to provide, we were built to protect. That's what a man is here for.
We're able to put our feelings aside to make the hard decision.
Yes, even if that sometimes may include our own lives.
It's like I said, it's like if I have to sacrifice myself for the whole group to survive, for 20 people to survive, I will do that as a man.
But that takes strength, and it takes a sense of knowing that you are doing something for the greater good. It's not all about you, which again, when we talk about men and women, we will see that a lot of men are now more selfish. And when I say selfish, they're pussies. They're not willing to really do much for a woman. They love this whole equality bullshit.
They're not willing to protect.
No. When you start combining the two, that's when you get problems between the sexes. But this is why men are always going to be interested in younger women. The main pros: youthfulness, fertility, sexual pleasure, and not only this, but women tend to be more agreeable when they're younger. They become more disagreeable when they're older, and they have a lot more trauma to unpack as they age. Period. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Leave this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comment section below. And do not forget to hit that noti bell. Every time we release a video, you guys need to stay on top of it. Thank you for watching, and as always, this channel's all about you. Catch you guys on the next video.